Hi, Jennifer.
Babies are priced at different ranges depending on race, sex, ability. I was priced at about $15,000. Most people will never understand what it's like to be adopted and what it's like to know who your biological parent is, but also to be afraid to even contact them. My adoptive parents are from Missouri. My mom is a nurse. My dad at the time was an accountant. There was love in our home, especially from my adoptive mom. But it was, for me, a lot of pressure. I always felt a lot of pressure to be worth the money that they paid, because they would tell me, you know, we tried for a long time, we couldn't be parents, we were desperate to have a child. I grew up in a almost completely Caucasian environment. You know, you would get comments of people asking like, oh, who are your real parents? Where's your real family? Why did they leave you? What happened? It felt almost like I was an alien. So my mom was a student in New York, found out that she was pregnant. At the time, she was only about 20 years old. She ended up actually deciding that she was going to give me up for adoption. It was only a few hours after I was born that she was on a plane heading back to New York because she was late for school. I was a secret for 20 years. Her brother didn't know, none of her friends knew. I always asked what my birth mom was like. My parents had kept all of the photos and all the letters. They did not hide these things from me. This is written on December 1st of 1993. Jenny, I know you can't read this at the moment, but this is for when you are older. I'm sorry I haven't written in a while, but I've been going through a lot of problems. I'm finally getting my life back together. It really destroyed me giving you up, but I'm finally okay. I still think of you all the time and I still love you dearly. Sorry I couldn't afford a present for you this year, because it was Christmas. I read that at I think 10, and that really messed me up.
I thought about her all the time. I was ashamed of what I did. I was scared that people would look down on me if I told them. I wish I pressed harder with the adoption agency. I was giving up the first thing that I ever loved.
I never knew if she loved me or not. When I read that letter, I knew that she did. I kind of decided at some point that I would have to try and find her on my own.
Not that I tried to forget about Jenny, but I tried to go on my life without dwelling on negative past.
Like, I feel bad that I wasn't there for them, and I feel deprived. It's like, why wasn't I good enough?
I know she probably has some resentment that I gave her up but kept the others. I don't want to bring it up because I'm scared to bring it up, because I know what I've done and I know I've hurt her.
Most people will never understand what it's like to be adopted, to know who your biological parent is, but also to be afraid to even contact them because you don't know what their reaction will be. I said something like, hi, my name is Jennifer, and I am trying to reach out to your mom.
I was like, what? That's a scam. Don't answer that. And so my daughter brought up the picture, and I looked. I really started shaking, and I got really, really nervous. And then I was like, turn off the music, please. I got to tell you something. Got a secret to tell you.
It was actually my adoptive mom. As we were making the guest list for the wedding, she said, "What about Joanne?" I decided, okay, yeah, I have to invite her because, this is like the green light that it's okay. It was my adoptive dad who came to pick her up at the airport. Still, just like last minute touches, about to walk down the aisle in 10 minutes. And my mom, Kelly, comes through the door and she says, "Joanne's here. Do you want to see her?" And so she walks through the door, and it was like a mirror. It was such a shock to see two people who looked like me. That was the first time that I ever saw her in person. My whole world changed in that moment. And like a piece of me that I had always been missing finally clicked into place.
It was probably one of the happiest moments I've ever had, was her finding me.
Now we're very close. We spent 5 days in Copenhagen, just the two of us, going on a mother-daughter trip. I've already lost 30 years. I'm just now starting to get to know her and get to know my family.
I always wanted her in my life, but I just want to move forward, and I just want a relationship to grow and be strong enough where I won't feel the guilt of saying, I have 4 kids, and she is my oldest.
A lot of adoptees are never going to know where they came from and who their parents are and who their siblings are. And I get that opportunity, and I don't want to waste it.